We see policies back from the 80s when they started becoming, they were being sold. The worst one that I've seen was 2 years ago. They had purchased it in about '85 in California, and they had the opportunity to keep raising the premiums, and they did for a while, and then the premium got to a point where they didn't want to pay it anymore, so they stopped. It locked in, and one of them needed to go on long-term care, and I really felt for the wife because she thought, we have long-term care insurance, we're going to be okay. She really didn't realize that there's caps on them. There's a maximum lifetime benefit usually, and then there's a daily benefit. The standard in Oregon right now is about $250 if you want to be in the ballpark. Make sure that your daily rate is about $250. It's not the end of the world if it's not. But the daily rate on the elders policy was $80 a day. You're not going to get much care. The average care, in-home care right now is about $23 an hour in Central Oregon. You're going to get really good care at 23. Sound familiar? And usually that's about a 3-hour minimum per day, usually, to have one of the services come in. There's always questions about probate, wills and trusts. If that comes up, we'll talk about that a little bit more. We've talked about the guardianship, conservatorship. Medicaid and Medicare, those terms are not interchangeable. They don't overlap in any way. Medicare is for your health coverage, your drug coverage, and all of that. Did I say Medicare? Did I say Medicare? Okay. Because sometimes I'll interchange them. But the Medicaid for the elder, 65 and older, that qualifies as elder, then that comes online for long-term care, and it's limitless. I mean, if you qualify for it, we'll get into the qualification here, but that will pay for long-term care. And just be certain, Medicare does not pay for long-term care. They'll pay for your 100 days, in transition. They'll pay for that. They'll pay for your hospitalization. They pay for your medical care, but they do not pay for long-term care. That's why we have to look to Medicaid. Does everybody know what a HIPAA is? Anybody not know? Okay. Capacity is always the big issue. In this day and age, I don't have to tell you, the two big demons that we fight, and the third one are Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's. Those are the three culprits out there, if you will, that are wreaking havoc on the boomers right now. A lot of what we see, that's the diagnosis. It's going to be one of those, a combination of those, and immediately, by the time folks usually come in, the capacity for that spouse or that elder has already been lost. And so that's why we want to make sure that we have the power of attorney and the advance directive, Alzheimer's and dementia. We talked about VA benefits and the POLST. Does everybody know what a POLST is?